Welcome to the Age of Aquarius. This is Amina, your survival guide in the Age of Aquarius. And this reading is for the 9th and the 10th and leading into the 11th a little bit. But it feels more like this energy's in Monday, Tuesday. Okay. So anyway, the readings are marked Aquarius. However, it's for the collective because all of you have Aquarius in your chart. And this energy will affect each and every one of you in one way or another. So keep that in mind. And this energy could affect you in your relationships, your work, your love life, family, or business in general. So keep that in mind. Okay. This channel is about healing from a trauma-based system, healing from psychopathy, sociopathy, narcissism. They're all varying degrees of the same negative energy, just varying levels of the same ick. We've all been there, all done that. We've been on one side of that fence or the other, or both. Most of you, they tell me, both. At least that's what my team says. So some of us have committed those sins against each other, and others have been on the receiving end of those. That's unfortunate. But this channel is about healing. And it's about frequency, whether it be negative or positive frequency. This includes people, places, things. So we're covering all the bases. Okay? People, places, things. Negative energies that come in and wreak havoc on your biosuits, your physical body, wreak havoc on your soul and your mind. Now, this can be in terms of water, your biosuits being affected negatively by negative frequencies, causing illness and disease. And it can also be just the behaviors and having your soul broken in general. So we're healing from that. Go take a look. There's some videos out there that talk about the difference between psychopathy, sociopathy, and narcissism. They're all the same thing. And if you really listen, it is the same thing. It's just the degree of how dark somebody has become, how much they've gone off path. It can be for a multitude of reasons, okay? What we're here to do is heal that and rebalance our biosuits, our DNA, repairing the DNA, repairing the disease all at the same time, and regaining what? What do we regain from that? Our childlike innocence. What else do we gain? Ascension. Because you have to be vibrating in a particular frequency to achieve it. That's what they tell me. And the frequency that begins all of it and is critical and a crucial key to getting you where you need to go to travel through this journey of ascension is this one right here. The key of 528 hertz. It's a tuning fork. It says DNA repair directly on the fork. There's a reason. Because if you insert this frequency into your life on a regular routine basis, that's precisely what will happen. Your bodies are antennas. They are transmitters and receivers. So is your DNA. It's also your connection to the divine and your route to the ascension. Okay? This is a miracle key. This unlocks the heart chakra and rebalances the right and left hemispheres of the brain with the heart brain. Look up the Heart Math Institute. The heart actually has a brain as well. That's your intuition. That's the brain you're supposed to be listening to. Okay? Not your ego. Not the ego. Okay? Egos have run amok completely. And we need to fix that and come back into balance again. And you cannot ascend unless you achieve that balance. It is like walking a tightrope, especially when you're surrounded by a lot of other people that will not be graduating from hell on earth, quite literally, and are going to be stuck in another go-around for a complete cycle around the astrology wheel. Because if you hadn't noticed yet, those planets, just like the moon, affects your body, affects your biosuit. And everything that happens is generally those planets have an effect on you. It's an energy. Everything is energy, light and sound. Okay? So stick with me. There's a lot to be learned here, a lot to be gained, including your ascension. So they tell me. And it's all about frequency. You know how a lot of people are like, you got to raise your vibration. You're not going to ascend if you don't raise your vibration. That's true. They're not kidding. Why do you think so many people are saying that? Yeah. So there's a lot of negative frequencies around us. Try to think of this as a video game, like an MMORPG. You're all players on a stage, and you're going to have these NPCs running around that are stuck in ego mode that will not escape the Matrix holodeck. They're going to come back for another go-around, okay? And they're going to be, their job is to get you off balance and get you off frequency. My job is to help you stay on the road, on the rope. And at the same time, I'm doing this with myself. So it's not, you're not alone in this, okay? They tell me 144,000 will get these tuning forks and will heal. And they will in turn heal themselves and everybody around them and the planet via osmosis. Sounds like a wonderful thing on the end scale, right? And it only takes 144,000. Considering there's as many people on the planet incarnate at this moment, that shouldn't be too hard to achieve. But getting 144,000 all in balance, all at the same time, all singing at 528 hertz, that's a feat. Because things are so crazy here. But we can do it. That I know. It's written in the stars. It's part of the program. A bunch of us are going to graduate. And I, for one, plan on being at that party. Okay? Hope you do too. Anyway, if you would like to learn how to use this particular tuning fork, there is a playlist here on the channel called the Marion Method. It tells you how to use one of these tuning forks to start that journey. And that's how the divine showed me to use them, and man, does it work. The link in the description to Sacred Waves is a place where you can acquire a very high quality aluminum, and it needs to be aluminum, tuning fork. Okay? You can work with a stainless steel or what have you, but you're not going to get the resonance that you need to, because the resonance matters. How long the fork vibrates, all these things factor in, and how often you listen to 528 hertz in a recorded loop or whatever is very important, because the more you do, the faster the process speeds along. It's done amazing things for me, and I can tell you this, it's even affecting my animals. They had childhood trauma, just like we did. Not kidding. My little Artemis, my cat, and they told me about her before she came. They told me my husband would be here. They showed me he was going to be here, and at the time he was living in Belgium. They showed me that she would be here, and we found her. I heard, when he was here visiting, I heard meow, meow, and I stopped everything I was doing. I was like, "It's Gabriel's kitty," because Gabriel's the one that told me that she was coming. Anyway, sure enough, there she is, scared out of her mind, all by herself, under the hood of my car in the engine compartment, hanging on for dear life. She was so scared. Anyway, she never acted like a normal cat. She didn't play with toys. You could get her to chase a string and things like that, but little cat toys and things like that, she didn't play. She didn't like interacting with other people or other animals. Now, this little cat has tons of friends, plays regularly with her brother Zeus, and she plays with toys. We've been watching her start playing with toys suddenly, and it's like, oh my gosh. Yeah. And then my other cat, Zeus, when he was small, he was chased by a little boy, and he had an aversion to people's feet. You could stick your foot out and he would like get upset and like turn around in a snit like he was insulted somehow. And he really did not like feet. Now all of a sudden he can't seem to get enough of them. It's really weird. Anyway, not only that, but me personally, my sleeping has improved like tenfold. And that in itself is so healing, because your body, your biosuit repairs when you're sleeping. It's shutdown mode. It gives your mind time to reset and to relieve stress and things like that and repair, right? And if you're not sleeping right, which I know a bunch of you aren't. So I watched a video. An anesthesiologist was talking about Gen Z, and I think the millennials are too. But I think this is the planet as a whole. The anxiety levels are so off the charts right now that it's very difficult for you all to sleep properly. Okay? For a lot of reasons. Okay? Many of you see this system and you know it's broken. Terribly broken. And we all aren't sure what to do to fix it. Well, you came to the right channel if you want to learn how to fix it. Not only are you going to be able to fix and heal yourself, but if you understand energy, frequency, light, and sound, you understand that that travels through water and your biosuits are made of water. Ergo, if you put the energy, that frequency, into your biosuit and into the water surrounding you, including what you eat, drink, bathe in, you release that water to the other waters. Not only that, but your biosuit's vibrating at a new frequency, and it programs the other waters, which is the other biosuits you come into contact with via osmosis. If you ring a tuning fork, another tuning fork that's tuned to the exact same frequency will start ringing by itself in sympathy to the original struck fork. Yeah. Anyway, this channel's about healing and the future in the age of Aquarius. Okay? Anyway, so as we go into this energy that we're going to be talking about, discussing with the planets and their alignments and the cards that we got, we're going to start out with really what you came here for. Not just the information, but also the ability to truly relax and let go. And to have that moment in your day where everything else goes away and nothing else matters, and you're just here right now enjoying the frequency and the energy. Okay? So I always start out with ringing this amazing fork. And as I'm doing that, breathe in that energy, that frequency. Think about it. Think about what it looks like. Breathe it in real deep and through your nose. At the same time, make sure you're sitting back, relaxing. Headphones are advised. Wired ones, please. The wireless stuff is very convenient, but it's not good for us. It's some of that negative energy that those output, okay? It can slow down your progress by a lot. So try to get a wired headset if you can. I know some of you, your phones don't even have jacks. The new flagship Galaxies don't even have a jack to use a wired headset. So if you do use earbuds or something like that, limit your time on those. Try to use open speakers like in your car. That's a great time to listen to 528 hertz because it will improve your focus dramatically while you're driving. So less accidents. I mean, why wouldn't you, right? If your focus increases your focus. My husband listens to it every day on the way back and forth to work. He loves it. He pulls in the garage and the whole car's vibrating that frequency. It's amazing. Anyway, I digress. So you're going to breathe in this amazing energy, and then you're going to exhale all the toxic energy that has built up in your system over the past couple of days since the last reading. Just really let go. Let all those muscles loose. Pretend there's little workers in your body and your body's a factory. And you're just going to let them. It's quitting time. It's time for your break. All of you can go to the exits and go outside and relax. And so that factory, your body, just everything comes to a complete standstill in centered peace for just a little while. It'll help you sleep. All right, here we go. 528 hertz. Remember, breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. And once you feel like you've released well, because some of you are very practiced at this and can do one breath and be released, then just return to normal nasal breathing. Okay? Here we go. 528 hertz. Let it all go. Release all that stress and anxiety. I know you're holding it in your neck and shoulders. Let them loose. Just let it all go. Just drop. One more time. Remember, really long, slow inhales. Sometimes our autonomic nervous systems are so out of whack because of anxiety, it's hard to do that. Some of you will be like doing weird, trying to get air in, okay? The more you relax, the smoother and longer that inhale can be, okay? So don't get frustrated if you haven't got it yet. All right, just keep trying. Here we go, one more time. All right. Just relax. I know things are a little crazy out there, and we're being challenged by people that have not fully come into their healing yet. That's okay, but we need to remain in balance. I always talk about how the Kabbalistic tree, and the Gnostic teaching, service to self, service to others, and all that. Both paths are incorrect. There is a center path, and it's walking in balance. Mind, body, and soul in complete balance. Walking a tightrope like a graceful dancer. You're going to learn how to walk in that Dharma with ease and without creating any new karma. Many of you have already run your karmic cycles and you've already paid your dues, so to speak. Painful dues, right? Others are still going through some of the dues. Okay? So if you have some snapback of any kind, it's usually because it's something that you needed to learn. Okay? So keep that in mind. All right, the energy, the planets. The energy that I'm picking up from these planets is, for Monday and Tuesday, going to be interesting. Remember, on the 23rd, we have Venus and Chiron tropically in fire energy, okay? And they're both going to go retrograde in fire, okay? Venus in Leo, Chiron in Aries. So our fire energy, it feels, first it was completely trapped, and then it came loose again and was set free for a little while Pluto was in Aquarius, and then it's gotten locked back down. And I feel like some of the dark fire energy is going to make itself present. Everybody has fire in their chart because everybody has Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. But Aries and Leo particularly are the ones that where this energy is really at. The moon is tropically over in Aries as well. So keep that in mind. Also, big major thing going on in Cancer moving into Leo. And the sun is in Cancer. Now that is tropically. Vedically, it's in Gemini. So happy birthday, Gemini and Cancer both. Okay? So Vedically, you're a Gemini. All right? So those readings may pertain to you. The thing is, all 12 zodiac signs, if you listen to the reading, even if you don't have a planet in Capricorn, there's a chance Capricorn could resonate for you. So that's why I haven't been doing individual sun sign readings so much, because all those readings should resonate in one part of your life or another for all of you. That's just the way it works. Anyway, right now, Pluto is retrograde in that balancing act between Aquarius and Capricorn. We have nodes in balancing act at 0 degrees between fixed and cardinal energy. So our south node is over between Scorpio and Libra, and our north node, which is, okay, the south node is your past, okay? Your future is hanging in between Aries and Taurus, that north node. And they're in a square with Pluto. And in direct opposition of Pluto retrograde, hanging out between Capricorn and Aquarius up there, is Mercury, the messenger, who will be moving into Leo. Okay? So a lot of you will be dealing with fire signs or people with heavy fire energy in their charts. Okay? The fact that we have Black Moon Lilith over there in Leo and this messenger comes in from out of water, emotional energy. So overly emotional. Somebody that is not good at handling their emotions yet. So it's just the energy that's there. Okay? Do your best to stay in balance. If you've achieved that balance, walk in Dharma. Don't create any new karma. Avoid it. Stick to the facts. Stick to the plan. Okay? We also have Saturn retrograde and Neptune retrograde in Pisces. So that water energy of people being extra emotional, possibly. So keep that in mind. And Aries, having the moon and Wounded Warrior over there. Remember, when you have the moon going through your sign, a lot of times that's a reflection energy. So you may have people mirroring you, or you're just reflecting on things of the past, possibly. Okay, so the moon in Aries, what does that mean? Well, it affects the tides, right, of the oceans, and it affects our biosuits too. And when the moon is in Aries, that's covering the head, teeth, tongue, and arteries. Now remember, Vedically, the moon is in Pisces, okay? And that's feet, toes, and pineal gland. Right now we're in a waning moon, so that means it's A-okay for procedures and dental work, things like that, surgical, whatever. Highly advise looking at a moon chart before you plan out anything. We are in a waning moon. It is a good time for healing. Okay, as the light's receding from the moon's surface, that's when healing is really good. Okay, so keep that in mind. Just be particularly careful with feet, toes, pineal gland, and head, teeth, tongue, and arteries. Okay, because those could be touchy areas right now for your body. So you may have weird aches and pains or things that come up in those areas. Some of you, it's the pineal gland. Some of you may be decalcifying or doing that sort of work. I would avoid it on the 7th and 8th, okay? Which the 7th's already gone by, and the 8th is today as I'm recording this, so you should be good. Anyway, decalcifying the pineal gland, by the way, frequency will do that without having to take anything. Anyway, I digress. So, the new moon coming up on the 17th, no more procedures or surgeries after the 16th, if you can avoid it, because your healing will be slowed down. And keep in mind, new moons and full moons, no, unless it's a drastic emergency, do you have anything done on those days. Okay? Keep that in mind. The Sabian energy is about commitments. It's about commitments. And will you re-up, or are you going to move on to calmer waters? That's what this is about. That's the energy I'm picking up. So you're going to also be really examining the fine print. Okay? So make sure you pay attention to details over the next few days Absolutely. Okay, let's get on with the reading. The reading itself. The Magic Stream was our first card. Card 16. That's a 7. Magical number of 7. Or no, is that an 18? Let me see. I'm working upside down. Yes, it equals a 9. Oh, even better, because everything boils down to 9. That number is real magic. No joke. Anyway, the Magic Stream. It feels like I said, like a lot of us are making plans for our future, but right now we need to be in the flow of things and not. You can look at your futures and plan them, but try to stay in the here and now at the same time, because you've got a lot of things and details and matters to work out before these big moves a lot of people are making coming up in the fall and early winter. Some of you, I know February and March this coming year, everybody's going to be breathing a sigh of relief because everybody's going to have their ducks in a row. They're all going to be nice and cozy where they're supposed to be. So keep that in mind. Eye on the prize, but you need to be in the here and now to make it happen. Okay? So the Magic Stream, the bookmark was 3 of Cups upside down. 3 of Cups upside down for that one. Okay? And that, was on the Magic Stream. Okay? 3 of Cups upside down. So, generally, that's a reunion energy. Okay? It's parties, good time, community, things like that. A reunion. But it's upside down. Okay? So this is something you may not be looking forward to. The Magic Stream. And I have a funny feeling, I always read these cards both upright and reversed. I have a funny feeling the reversed is what they're after. But for some of you, it is the upright. Okay? So keep that in mind. Everything is connected through the universal flow of consciousness. Every experience you have seems to have its own life story, with a beginning, a middle, and eventually an end. However, there is danger in seeing events as separate from one another, since in fact they are all part of a continuity and a greater evolution. Like an ever-flowing magic stream, your experiences filter through the whole world, one leading into another, informing and influencing still more. Inspiration, invention, and revelations rarely come to just one person. The collective awareness is a shared storehouse of potential. When you remember you're part of a fluid continuity of life, you become a channel for great inspiration. Allow the magic to flow through you and carry your dreams into reality. Your success will benefit many. Okay? For those that need to hear it, they're reversed. In a reversed position, the Magic Stream card represents swimming against the current. There are times when effort and sheer willpower result in victory and celebration. But this isn't one of them. No victory, no celebration right now. We just need to go with the flow. Okay? You can't force inspiration, and you can't manufacture creativity, lest you borrow too heavily from others' ideas. Neither can you make someone love you or orchestrate a series of events that might place you in a more favorable position, because that is manipulation. Okay? That's not walking in Dharma or in balance. Trying to orchestrate something that puts you in front of the right person at the right time. That's a manipulation. Now is the time to drop the trying and jump into the stream and float. Immerse yourself in the experience of being fully present with whatever is true for the moment. You'll never step in the same river twice anyway. Okay. All right. And we have the Three of Wands. There's the creativity. That's the spark of creation times 3. That's the future. Okay. When they're standing there and in the standard deck, he's standing there with 2 wands planted, but he's got a 3rd one in his hand because he's got his sights set on something higher. Okay. So in a process that you've already started, creation energy, could be a baby even, you have to take it as it applies to you in your life. But there's something in the future that you got your eyes set on, okay? And it's interesting because we got the more cups energy, all this emotional energy. This time it's upright, however. 6 of Cups, upright, okay? That is remembering. That is nostalgia. So we have the past and the future. And that's exactly where the nodes are, 0 degrees. Our past and our future, okay? And that balance, that 6 of Cups, the emotional balance, maintaining that, okay? Regardless of the circumstances, it's like I always say, and part of the Marian method is in order to receive the energy properly, you need to be in a state of joy, in a state of bliss. How do you get there? You get there via gratitude, because no matter how bad it is in your life right now, or how bad raw deal you think you've got, there's always at least one glimmer of something you can be grateful for. And I mean really grateful for, to the point of tears. If you didn't have this in your life wouldn't be worth being here for, right? There's always something. And those of you that can't see that something, that's a devastating place to be. And you need to start really looking at that closely, because there is those things. You just don't see them. And that's unfortunate. You need to work through that, because you won't heal and you will not ascend unless you get past that hurdle. And you're going to be back for another go around on the wheel. 3 of Wands. The astrological aspect of this is Sun in Aries. Okay. So we're looking at Aries here. We got Chiron, the Wounded Warrior, and the Moon over there. All right. And the 23rd is when Venus and Chiron both go retrograde at the same time, same day. So that energy's already with us, because energy flows in and out. Okay. So that energy's already creeping in. This is cardinal fire, and it's exhalation. So exhale, letting go of toxicity, right? Lunar cycle is full moon. And the key words, new horizons, something in the future, looking bright, right? Something shiny, something you're creating. The 3 of Wands brings vision and foresight as one moves forward in the quest of self-discovery and creation. It presents opportunity and new beginnings, bringing success, energy, creativity, and good fortune. The 3 of Wands radiates new energy and creativity, bringing tremendous potential. The expanding energy brings excitement, renewal, and growth. Everything flows in synchronicity. That's the flow, the magic stream, okay? The key of the 3 of Wands is to connect with energetic life force of inspiration and move forward with confidence and courage towards new worlds of exploration. Its gifts are trust, intuition, and faith. The 3 of Wands symbolizes the adventuring soul. So it's kind of like a minor fool card. The Three of Wands represents the balanced trinity of the body, mind, and spirit working in harmony. That's what you achieve when you achieve Dharma and start walking the tightrope, and what you achieve using the Marian method. It ignites the awakening of your spiritual power, mental confidence, physical energy, and passionate heart, directing you to your true purpose in life. The life force in you has connected to divine energy, sparking your intuition, giving you power, focus, and energy to create joyful, creative life. Your horizons broaden beyond what you have ever dreamed possible. The Three of Wands burns with passion, integrity, and commitment that wants to be maintained on all levels. When you are confronted with confusing or conflicting thoughts or situations, check in with your body, mind, and spiritual values. If they are not in agreement, take action to balance and realign them, moving forward to a position of honor and strength, not from overreaction. Okay? Like I said, these cups upside down and the over-emotional energy I'm picking up from the planets, yeah. The body, mind, and spirit should always be moving in the same direction. Compromising one of these three aspects compromises your integrity and your vision. For some of you, this is quite literally about your vision. Welcome the Three of Wands when it appears, as it brings creation, growth, and renewal. Good fortune will shine on your path. Difficult experiences begin to dissipate. The Three of Wands brings success, accomplishment, and new opportunities. It reflects teamwork and strong partnerships. It can signal the birth of a child. It presents a time when you are finding your true purpose. Something you have been wishing for has the opportunity to manifest in a greater form than imagined. Physically, it brings a strong life force. Mentally, it brings a powerful creative imagination. Spiritually, it brings deep insight and awareness. Your life is in sync with the natural order of things, and you are in the right place and at the right time to start your adventures, exploring new horizons. In the image of the Three of Wands, the Two of Wands give birth to the third wand of creation and universal possibilities. The butterflies symbolize transformation to a higher level of being. The trinity of the three represents mind, body, and spirit working in unity and alignment. So remember, walk your Dharma path. Remain balanced even if you have over-emotional people coming towards you. They, unfortunately, aren't healed yet. They will be down the road. But right now, your waters are programmed with 528 hertz, or at least I hope so. And if you're vibrating at that frequency, some of that will rub off on them, which is good news. Okay? So links are in the description to get a personal private reading done by me. Information's down there. Also a link to Sacred Waves to get your tuning fork so that you can start your journey using the Marian method to heal yourself. And also there's a link to GQ Electronics where you can acquire an EMF meter. Negative frequencies are all around us. It's not just negative people. Negative frequencies in general that will stop your ascension and make you quite ill. Those meters that are made by GQ Electronics will help you sort out if you have an issue in your home, if you're experiencing brain fog, anxiety, and a lot of other symptoms, including autoimmune, and clear up to cancer issues. Your home is the first place you should start looking as far as negative energies. Okay? cell towers, microwaves, you name it. And I've been doing some video shorts about that. I showed you the computer that I built. And you would think, with all the years around computers and electronics that I have had, you would think I would know these things, but I had a gaming machine next to my head for years. That could explain some of the problems I was having. Absolutely could explain it. Anyway, so they also have radon detectors, meters to let you know the level of radon that builds up in your home. All kinds of really good gadgets from GQ Electronics. If you use the links that are down in the description, it'll be the more or show more button. It depends on if you're on a phone or whatever. Those links help benefit my mission to heal you and the planet and to help gain some very worthy souls their ascension. Okay? Anyway, good job, guys. Keep level-headed. Keep your zen. Remain in balance. Do not be totally service to self, and do not be totally service to others. You don't need to please anybody but you and the divine. Okay? Anyway, infinite tarot. That's heart spelled backwards because Da Vinci knew what he was doing because he knew we were in an inversion. So do I. And infinite gratitude to each and every one of you. Old subs, new subs, and my partnerships. I adore you all. Have a good one. Sleep tight.